Let's get nuts, boys. Dude, we don't have any smelling salts to do pregame, though.
It's alright. Just gotta live off
fucking burp.
Beer too.
Yeah, we're recording, but don't worry, man. I'll edit this part out. This isn't our best luck.
The official beer
Yeah.
of the locker room chats.
All right, you ready?
Do 1, 2, 3.
When I say, like, welcome back to Locker Room Chats, and we probably, like, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Locker Room Chats, where the mountains are always blue, babies. You know me, and you know I like a cold beer. I like whiskey on the rocks, and I like cold beer. Lately, I've been Scotch. Scotch, just plain.
It's been nice.
Yeah, it's been great.
Classy.
It's very classy. Speaking of class, right here, superstar Celtics fan, Garrett Scott, a.k.a. Garrett going to law school, a.k.a. probably future roommate again, a.k.a. the king of Lubbock. Congrats, man.
Cheers, brother. Thank you, man. Long time coming. Good to be here.
Yeah, it was a stretch to get through college.
I'll tell you. Glad it's over. You know, barely made it. Limping to the finish line, as they say, but as long as you cross it, right?
Well, I feel like me and you, because I'm getting my master's, and so like, you're going to law school. I feel like we like busted our ass to get to this finish line, and then we're like, wait, we have to go to another fucking finish line.
I feel like I've accomplished absolutely nothing.
Yeah, for sure.
But, you know, we'll see.
For sure, but yeah, I mean, there's so much going on right now. It's tough to be sad about anything. These playoffs.
Great sports. Great time to be a sports fan, for sure.
Great time, yeah. You have NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs. You have MLB getting into full stride right about now. They're waking up now. I mean, it's hard to beat this.
Got an 80-1 underdog winning the Derby. That was pretty crazy. You
That
saw
was-
video?
yeah.
Like, chase down.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Was sick.
I had a buddy that was
like watching
there.
a cheetah run.
Yeah.
Really.
I had a buddy that was there. Yeah, he said it was. He said I have like if you're
It's one of those.
if you're a gambling man, you have to go.
I bet that's awesome, yeah. It's like the Masters.
And the people tell me, they'll tell you, I'm a gambling man.
He's a gambling man.
I'm a gambling man, you know.
Gambling man. Gotta know when to hold him, know when to fold him, right?
And I don't. I don't.
That's very true.
I just bet more when I start to lose. But yeah, NBA playoffs. I mean, if you want to bet, that is electric time.
I've been not betting, but I've been on a hot streak with these predictions.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. I mean, you don't never want to bet against the team down 2-0 coming home. That is like a whole different type of energy.
Yeah.
And the Mavs did it, and the Sixers did it.
And Luka, oh my god, dude, Luka's been
On another
fucking,
level.
oh my god, atomic. And then this little beef that he has with Jay Crowder, I'm loving it. I love every
Luka doesn't
second
back
of it.
down from freaking anybody.
I love
He's
every
awesome.
second
He's
of
a
it.
dog. He's like so skinny looking, but so freaking
Fat.
strong at the same time. No, he's fat.
He's fat for
That's
sure.
what's weird. He's so good at getting people like on his hip, and you're like, how's this like scrawny little white guy doing this?
Yeah.
But he's just bodying Jay Crowder and just hitting turnaround fades on him. And then if
It's-
not, he's finding a wide open guy in the corner. And Finney Smith makes 8 threes in a game.
Yeah, I mean, Finney Smith is. I remember last year during the playoffs, I bet his points, rebounds, assists. I bet the over, and that was the most electric game ever because I've never just like focused on Finney Smith, but he actually is really good. He's
really
a
good.
great
I
role
think,
player.
Seriously, every single team in the league could like. You could just grab Dorian Finney-Smith and just go drop him at like the shooting guard.
And he's gonna be
Or that
successful.
Small forward. Yeah, he's gonna sit there and lock up, hit corner threes. What else do you need?
Yeah,
Perfect guy for team.
he's a dog.
Really good guy next to Luka too, because then he can guard like the Devin Bookers or whatever they're playing,
Yeah.
and then Luka can just kind of relax.
Yeah.
You know.
And yeah, I mean lockdown,
Mm.
so good. And then that corner threes, Reggie Bullock. I say Bullock. Announcers say Bullock.
Yeah, it's like LeBlanc.
Yeah, it's like Lubbock, Lubbock.
I don't like his hair. I'll be the first to say it.
Yeah, he's a dickhead. He's a dickhead for sure. Like we're gonna
I'll
give
be
him
the first to
that.
say it. But you got a corner three, you can have whatever. So,
And
I mean,
he's
I don't
been
know.
killer from 3-point
You
recently.
make Mark Cuban happy. You can.
I
have
mean
whatever
that guy
you want.
is Mark Cuban's at the top of the world. He fucking sitting on the bench with the Mavs like
Yeah.
He's not even in it. Like, he's the only owner that doesn't sit in, like, the
He's
owner's
definitely the
suite.
coolest owner, too. Like, you're thinking NBA owners, like, he's probably one of the first ones that comes to anyone's mind, and that's, like, the owner of your team. Like, everyone knows Mark Cuban's owner of the Mavs. Like,
I think it's because he's so fun. Like, it's not just, like, a business investment for him. It's like we've been watching the Lakers winning time, and it's like Jerry Buss. Like, he literally is, like, that's just his passion project.
Yeah,
like, he loves
got,
sports.
like, you know, he's like the biggest tech guy ever, but like he's literally just doing this for fun. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And still doing awesome now. Yeah.
Trivia: where do you go to school?
Cuban?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure he's a Texas guy.
Indiana.
Really?
He went to IU. He's a Hoosier.
That's pretty cool.
And he makes. I watched an interview with him. And he said he makes no donations to the basketball program. He says they have enough of that already. And so he only donates to the school.
That's awesome.
So I mean, and so like furthering education and stuff. And yeah, it's just it's really
nothing
great.
to do with tax write-offs whatsoever.
Oh no.
But yeah, Luke has been awesome. I'm really excited for these 5. Like, there's almost every series except for the Warriors is like a 3-game series now. They're all tied at 2-2 across the East and the Mavs Suns. So these next little 3-game series are going to be awesome. I hope we get all Game 7s. Every Game 7 makes everybody happy, no matter who you're rooting for.
I would love it.
That's a good gambling day right there. 2 Game 7s in one day. So I wouldn't want to bet against Luka in a Game 7. So.
You just can't.
You just can't.
I really hope it's their year. I mean, I'm being a Texas boy, like,
yeah.
You gotta love it.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Since I'm about to live in Dallas,
yeah,
too.
right.
Yeah,
of course, yeah. And he's just an easy guy to root for. Like, I guess maybe like the complaining to the refs and stuff for sure. He's kind of
who doesn't do that though?
With that, like bitching to the refs, but like other than that, like he just plays like the guy who's just like literally knows he's just better than everybody else out there.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's hard not to root for him.
I mean, yeah, it's hard not to root for him, especially when the Hawks won the trade. It's like it's okay. You know?
yeah.
But, why?
What just happened? I don't know, but that air felt fucking great. Take a little break. Maybe I'm gonna throw away from our sponsor.
So ice down. Yeah, if you want to do a sponsor video, you can go get some fresh out. knock out a sponsor real quick. I'm like in talks with some like random gym bag company to get a sponsorship.
That could be good. Let's transition into Warriors.
Yeah, we'll go Warriors.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
And now we can just move right on into the other Best of the West series and go Warriors Memphis. I mean, it's been a great series so far, but is there really a series if Ja stays hurt?
Yeah, if Ja's out, they played great throughout the season without him, but that can't hold up in the playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs against the Warriors.
Game 4 was ugly. The Warriors could not make a shot and still somehow pulled out the win with Curry kind of taking over late. So if they're going to shoot that bad and still win, definitely the Grizzlies have no chance. I think it's over in 5. If they do have to come back to Warriors for Game 6, that would be a murder. We'll see it. Warriors will see it in the next round. Yeah.
I already think with Ja in or out, I think you have to look at the like basketball IQ of people like their number 3 players, like one of the best like basketball minds, Draymond Green, and then now you have
he's the 4th best player behind Poole too. So I mean, he's got a lot of dudes.
Yeah, I mean, but like just knowledge wise, I mean, you have Steph, who's we can say now is the greatest point guard ever.
I'm with you there.
For a couple more years until Trae Young comes out, go Hawks. And then Clay, I mean that. I'm tired of seeing just pump fake step to the side.
Like, if he catches it and it's not wide open, like
he's pumping.
I think he's pumping like air at this point, like just so he can get to the dribble.
He has no ligaments.
Yeah, so he's like, I have to take dribbles and like go shoot this ball. So he's doing. He hit that 1 foot 3.
That was insane off the pick.
Off a pick, 1 foot, just like
that was crazy.
I was like, okay, plays back.
Yeah,
plays back.
And then I mean, Poole. Oh my! I mean, there's nothing bad you can say about the guy.
He's so like
And that broke the code shit was stupid, bro.
Oh,
Going for a loose ball, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a dirty play at all. Anyone who's ever
played
basketball knows sometimes you just get your hand, they say hand caught in the cookie jar. You thought he had his hand on the ball, tried to rip out. Not a dirty play at all.
And then did you see?
It's unfortunate that John got hurt. Even though I'm rooting for Steph, watching John Moran fly through the air is like, that should be like pay-per-view basketball. I should not be able to watch that on TNT for free. That's like more exciting than like Canelo fighting. Like seriously,
dude, that was a crazy one too. What were the odds on that one? I think they were like 40-1 as well.
He hadn't lost in 18 matches. He hadn't lost since Floyd, since he lost to Floyd. So that was crazy. Nobody saw that coming. I saw a lot of tweets saying this is the end of attaching a Canelo fight night to your parlays just because you guys gotta win.
Yeah.
So apparently Vegas won. Canelo may have lost, but Vegas.
It was a crazy weekend though. It was the Derby, playoffs, NHL, great MLB too, UFC.
My Sox are struggling.
Well, y'all are here. Or y'all are in ATL.
Are they playing this weekend? We're gonna have to watch some of that. Yeah. The Sox have no pitchers. The bats are dead.
Y'all have Evaldi.
Evaldi, you have like 3 legit starters. Like after that, these guys are cast. And it's like 3 weeks in.
And Evaldi, I mean, he's a Max Scherzer kind of guy where like
he's kind of weird too. Like he has a weird delivery, so like if you catch him on the right night, it looks amazing. Like best pitch you've ever seen. If you catch him on the wrong night, he's getting yacked all over the yard. So.
But with pitchers and quarterbacks are two things that you want them to be weird as shit. Because Tom Brady weird as shit. Jameis Winston, weird as fuck.
But you gotta have that's where you gotta have a balance of he's super weird and quirky, but still a guy that you would want to hang out with.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to spend an hour with Jameis Winston.
I think go get some crab legs or what was it, lobsters?
We can go steal some crab legs. I don't know.
Cam Newton, weird as shit. You still want to hang out with him? Yeah. I would want to hang out with James. James seems like a hoot and half.
Slam some beers
for sure.
That's true.
And then Matty Ice, I mean, he was a weirdo, but he wasn't weird enough. That's why he couldn't get it done.
That's actually true. He's too put together.
Yeah.
That's it. But you can still hang out with the guys.
For sure. But pitchers, I mean, Max Fried's a psychopath. You've seen the picture of him when Jorge Soler hit that home run in Game 6. He didn't move. He didn't smile or nothing. He was just
that's the competitor.
He just he's in his zone. He's not worried about that other shit.
He's okay, another run.
Yeah, he's a little run support. That's fine. Yeah. But we'll go back to the playoffs. But did you see this weekend Max Muncy got his cock grabbed?
Oh, I did.
By that catcher.
Play, yeah. Cup check. Yeah, he's running by.
That was weird.
Baseball guy thing. I'm glad there's a lot of cameras now on a baseball field because baseball players are king of that weird.
Baseball and hockey players are both the weirdest fucks.
Yeah, it's weird. Baseball. I mean, I don't know. Any of our baseball friends throughout high school were
weird as shit.
Weirdest.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're cool as fuck, but
weird.
Yeah,
every time it's I
think they're all psychopaths.
Maybe
you have to be a psychopath to be you know what I want my future to be. Playing 5 hours for 162 days, and then just you have to be a psychopath a little bit.
Sweat my balls off for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and then hockey, same thing. You have to be a psychopath. Let me just go get my ass beat up and try and get a
slashed by a freaking skate. Those guys are nuts. I would play in a hazmat suit.
And it's crazy, bro. They had to fight to make the players wear protection. They were bro,
it's the opposite of the NFL.
They're bro, you need a helmet. They're why?
We're just skating around. Just boys being boys, you know. The Sox are struggling. Stros are off to a decent start, but they're always hanging out.
Bro.
Pena is. I think the Astros actually have one of the best farm systems. I think it's safe to say it now.
Yeah.
Anyone can say that.
I think the Padres did for a while.
It's always
now it's
built, not bought. Yeah.
Yeah, the Astros. I mean, and the Braves don't have as good of a farm system, but I think they're trying right now. They're signing. They're signing a bunch of different
Braves have always, gotten kind of diamonds out of the rough.
Well, yeah, I mean, we had Fried, Soroka, who I don't know if we'll ever see Soroka pitch again. He's been out for 2 years. He was just walking in the clubhouse and tore his fucking Achilles. That's bad.
That just might be a little out of shape.
Yeah, I know. And then, but yeah, I mean, we're getting there. But yeah, I would give Astros the best farm system.
There's got to be a little bit. I mean, Yeah, I would agree. But with like the championship hangover, I mean that's definitely a thing.
I know, but I mean,
even,
like, dude,
even
we're
though
still
it's
like
baseball,
3 games back.
Yeah,
I'm not worried
that's what
at
I'm
all.
saying. Like such a long year.
You can have a
You
hangover
know,
in
there's
baseball.
gonna be like a good start to the year of like, like here we go, we're back. It's kind of hard to get up for a regular season game after you're just in the biggest games.
Yeah,
So
but I mean,
I think they're gonna be all right.
Yeah, they're gonna be fine. And I think, dude, I would not hate an Astros Braves
Repeat, right?
World Series again, because we know how it went last time.
I'd love to see the Stros make another run.
I mean, the
as long
Astros
as
are a fun
Altuve
team.
is
though.
on the team, they're not going anywhere. So yeah, we'll see. Long way to go there.
Hopefully, he doesn't get another tattoo he can't rip his jersey off for.
Yeah, that's what that was all about. Nothing else. He's shy. His wife didn't want like his body on national TV. That's what it was about.
He said like 5 different things of why he like wouldn't do it, and he's like, "Fine, okay, yeah, there's a buzzer."
Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like keep telling me more reasons. Like I'm gonna just believe you so much less. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, the
Everyone
fucking
was
Astros.
doing it.
I feel bad for the Astros. Like
Astros were the goat. Like,
as
they
a
were
team in the
They were
NL,
the scapegoat.
as a team in the NL, like while looking in, like, and a team that like very obviously does not cheat because you can see our games not very eyes going, but like. The Astros weren't the only team doing it, but the Astros were like the ones like man fraud was just like I'm a fuck
Well, because
y'all.
you're not gonna go after the other two that got like actually caught were the
yeah.
Yankees and the Red Sox,
Yeah.
and so he's like the Stros are like the
but
Texas team
Manfred's
down
such
south.
a bitch. I hate
I've never
Manfred.
been yeah, he's so old.
He's
and
the
washed up.
worst commissioner. I think Adam Silver's the best commissioner for growing the game.
I love Adam Silver.
But I think Goodell's like he makes it like fun to hate him and
he's
and
like
he plays into it and like it's corny but it's like funny and it interests people.
And he's been there so long, you're like, all right.
Yeah, it's like a thing. Like in the NFL, you hate Goodell, and that's just like how it works.
But it's like you're still like, oh, Goodell, like good job. Like we had a Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
and I think Adam Silver is the best at growing the sport, but Goodell is probably the best businessman.
I think so too.
And then fucking Manfred, he's a bitch. I think in the video clipping the Manfred with the fucking clown nose. He's a pussy. I think the way Trevor Bauer shouldn't be suspended for 2 years, and he damn sure shouldn't be like suspended without counting the
year he just
90 games that he just like. That's Marcelo.
Did he still get a ring? Does he still get a ring? Did he play? I mean, like he does, right? That's how sports work.
Yeah,
Wait,
but they lost.
yeah, I was thinking that he was on the Dodgers.
No, Ozuna got a ring. No.
Yeah, Dodgers lost.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, how can you let Ozuna back and not let Trevor Bauer back? And I'm a Brave. I love Ozuna. Everybody knows that.
Big neon guy.
Neon as fuck. He's the most cutest shit ever. But like,
Neon.
I'm like how? There's a video of him choking this girl, and then there's a video of Bauer, or there's text from Bauer being like, "I want this. Do this to me." So how is this guy out of the league because he's kinky, and this guy's out? This guy's still back just because he's Cuban? Like,
whatever it is, that's just
I
like
think
American
Dominican.
love. I think I don't know what was going on there, but apparently
yeah, she beat his ass first.
I don't know. But yeah, if Dave Portnoy was in MLB, he would have got a lot worse suspension than Trevor Bauer. So
No, for
I'm
sure.
He's like, hey, you're gonna be told for this.
But the thing is, it's obvious why he's still suspended. He was like, remember when they did the sticky stuff thing? He was the main one being like, this is fucking stupid. I can get just tack and water and make my hands sticky as shit.
Yeah.
Like, remember he did the thing where he like held the ball like this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and all of that time he was still playing, and then all these allegations come out, and now he's suspended for 2 years.
Yeah.
It's Manfred, bro. Manfred's a pussy.
Baseball's so like.
Yeah.
I'll give him Manfred that he's good at keeping things under wraps. Like he keeps a tight circle. Because there are never any leaks about that type of stuff like that. But like you were saying about Adam Silver, to transfer back to the NBA, growing the game, Jokic just won back-to-back MVP. That's 4 straight international players to win MVP.
That's huge,
pretty
and
crazy.
that is
I think it's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah, and then now they're trying to get games in like Mexico City and stuff. Like
I don't want to talk about that. Spurs, I'm scared. Spurs might leave us. I don't know. Spurs leave SA, I'm out.
I don't think the Spurs will leave SA. I mean, they're
they got a
cornerstone.
statement today saying like they want to like try to expand to Mexico, but like this team will never leave SA. So
They'll probably put a G League team in there, and like that in itself is good.
Say the Spurs did like 3 home games a year in Mexico City. I think that would be super cool and good for the revenue.
But they tried doing a game in Mexico, right? And it like was turned out to be shit.
Spurs Suns, I think, played a couple times down there.
But wasn't it shit? Like the AC wasn't working.
Really?
I think so. I think that might have been NFL then.
Yeah, maybe that was that. Well, NFL's outside, so if it's hot, just blame Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember some league tried to do something with like getting in Mexico, and it. Yes. Locker room chat where the mountains are always blue, boys. But yeah, I mean, I guess we can take a pause on baseball and go back to finish the NBA. In the East, I mean, yeah, Al Horford had 30.
The game of his life. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I haven't seen him play like that since he was in a Hawks uniform.
I've seen him play that he won the Natty up in Florida. It was insane. He looked like, they used to call him Average Al. That was like, I don't know, that was really cool Al. It was awesome. He like went to another level. I think Giannis just pissed him off. And
I mean that face. I'll put the face in the podcast, but I mean that face was. It is just stank face. It's like, he's like, bet.
We're gonna tie this up and we'll go back on for game.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. Tatum needed to have a response after that game 3 was awful.
It was shit.
One of the worst games probably of his life. Game 4 started off super slow, but came on strong, finished hot, closed out the game, tied it up, reclaimed home court advantage, headed back home for game 5. We're gonna win game 5. Maybe going to Milwaukee game 6, probably not. I think this one's going 7 for sure.
For sure, but I think
you don't just knock Giannis off and just beat him.
Yeah. But the Celtics fans, it's like the Warriors. Like I was talking to my buddy yesterday. You remember when it was when KD was still in the Warriors, and they would put the sound level thing on the TV, and it was always electric because you're like, oh my, it's not his shit.
Yeah.
So that's how it is with the Celtics. I mean, you got people yelling. You got people yelling douchebag.
I don't want to say what probably somebody thinks are being yelled for sure.
No, for sure. But that was the most mass bullshit ever.
But they're a Wiley crowd. It's definitely a real home court advantage. But I think Milwaukee kind of has the same thing because it's like they're both huge staples in their cities, but they're also not massive cities.
Yeah.
Boston's very historical, but it's really not that big. But Milwaukee's kind of the same way, so they have great home crowds. I would love watching this series, and it's the defending champs too. So
and so I think it's the bandwagons.
The most exciting. It's been the most if you're a old head 90s guy watching these ones, you're loving this series.
And that's how I am.
There's a lot of bodies banging. Getting charge calls.
Yeah, as Charles Barkley said. When you bang a dude, and that is what's been, a lot of dudes have been banging dudes.
It's been banging, yeah.
And I love it personally. I remember
I love it. Horford's taking it right in the freaking chest, coming right back at him. That was Horford was left for dead for 2 years, and if you would have told me that us bringing him back and he'd be going chest to chest,
point game,
pretty much doing being the number 2 guy to take us to a victory over the defending champs, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So shout out Brad Stevens. He stopped coaching the one to the GM again. He's bring Horford back.
That meme was amazing though. Remember when he just walked out?
Game 1. See, he knew we were good. He knew we were going to lose game 1. We were riding too much of a high.
I think y'all needed to get humble.
And they should have won game 3, but Tatum plays so bad. They could easily be a 3-1 right now. They could have easily won the last 3 games.
Yeah.
So, I'm super excited for game 5. I think, Pritchard, Grant Williams, Smart, all those guys have not shot the ball at all when they've been in Milwaukee. But when you go home and get that home energy behind you, that's when those 3s start falling.
Yeah.
And that's when you can win games by 20, 25 points.
But the Celtics, too, I was talking about the Warriors, the Celtics have, vet players. Tatum is smart as fuck. Marcus Smart, as much as I hate him, he's really good. He's a good piece to have.
Seems like he's still young because he's kind of fried sometimes.
Yeah. He's been in the league.
Year, on the Celtics the whole time. So is Brown, so is Tatum, and so is Horford. Those 4 guys have been there for all those conference finals runs.
Yeah.
Except the bubble and Horford was gone. But those 3 of Smart, Tatum, Brown have been here all the way back to the 2018. So They're not backing down. They're not the new kids on the block. Like Memphis.
What's up?
That's crazy.
Hey, Seth, come on. Oh, no. Do you think it'd be cooler if we like had it closed? Like, you think it'd be nicer, like, because the fan?
Yeah.
Let me go get my fan too. How's the light?
Oh,
that light is so much better.
Yeah, we should start up.
I mean, man.
No, definitely not. It's like, honestly, we can. It looks so much better.
You actually want to start over?
No, it's
You got like 30 minutes.
No, yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, no, for sure. That was solid.
No, yeah, I think we're rolling a lot better not having like throw police to Travis 24/7.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Dude, here's a half a block.
Two. That's a fatty. Fatty with a fatty.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. The Celtics. I think y'all. I'm definitely not going to count y'all out. But it is also.
Time's up.
Yeah. No, dude. I've been hot recently, lad. I don't think I can lose right now, bro.
No, they're playing good ball. Udoka's a good coach, but I still think it's going 7. It's going to be a dogfight to the end. Yeah.
Big Spurs guy.
Yeah. Champion.
2-time, right?
I don't know if he was there in 07, but he was definitely there in 14. He was definitely part of the staff in 14. I think he was on the 07 as a player and the 14 as a coach.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's got the DNA.
Yeah, he's a Spurs legend.
Yeah, I don't want to go that far.
No, he is.
He's
Not a
one of the
legend.
best already, just in his first year, one of the best like pop disciples to come off like the coaching tree. Bud's the only one to win a title, and then Monty too. So she's Monty Williams. Yep, these guys are everywhere. But yeah, Celtics probably going 7. But I love Game 7 at home.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah,
I
Harden's
think
back maybe.
that's where I was going. I was gonna say I think the Sixers might be done, but
Isn't there that? They
I
tied up.
don't know.
The Heat
bro.
look weird.
The Heat are fried. I mean, I hope Philly wins just because the
No
Heat
one wants to
beat
watch
us.
that.
Yeah, the Heat are like a really boring ass team to watch, but then they just like win.
Because they're like,
It's like
I don't know what it is. I think it's because they don't have like that guy. Even though Butler just had 40 and they lost, which is not a good sign at all. So
Yeah.
I have no idea what's happening with them. I like that Game 5 could be more up in the air than any game ever. I have no idea. Embiid could finally like look healthy and go off. Harden could stay hot, or they could just go back to looking terrible in the Heat.
And I think Harden only goes off like that because Embiid was hurt. I think that when Embiid's like, now that Embiid's back, he's gonna be like, fuck it, like I'm gonna get fat again.
Yeah, I don't have. I'm just throwing it here. To you.
I mean, he literally just gets skinny for the most random games. It's like, what? It doesn't make any sense.
So
bro.
weird. It's like he like literally like it's like a fighter like before.
Yeah, he like cuts
It's
weight.
So
Yeah.
weird. So weird. But I think it's kind of the same thing with Luka. They both came into the season super overweight and out of shape, and now like they're like in mid-season form right now. Like they're ready to go for like
I think
3 more weeks.
Luka's done that almost every season. He comes in
Yeah.
fat as shit. He pulls
But,
a
like,
Shaq.
Yeah, literally. Like you can't pull a Shaq when you're like 6'7" white guy.
Yeah, I know.
Relying on your like jumper. But,
Yeah, but I
they're
mean,
they're like now in the best shape of the season, like right now. So we'll
Yeah.
see. Hopefully, it translates to like playoff success. Maybe they found the recipe. You know, screw the start of the season. Just be bad.
you know. Speaking of baseball guy,
Oh no, that's Phillips. I thought it was Sims. Shout out AWL, Jake Phillips. Shout out AWL, Ryan Anderson. Guy walked up to me in the bar and said, "Trey, you know what he said to me? I love you." He said, "Thank you for changing my life." And I said, "How did I change your life, Ryan?" He said, "You're shut up. You're." They don't know that. But no, he did just walk up to me randomly, and he was like, "I love the pod." And I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. He says I'm teaching him about baseball, and so I mean, shout out him. Shout out my dad. Yeah, my dad also is Mr. Plumber. Cheers to you, Keith. Another AWL. He loves the pod. He's a friend of the pod. We're gonna have him on here in
Let's get Ryan on.
a month. Next month we'll have Keith on the pod. He's got a lot of bad takes, and it's gonna be a lot of UTSA. But like
More draft picks than UT.
yeah, yeah. No, he keeps up. Like he only follows like NFL teams that have UTSA players in it. So it's like the Vikings because they have David Morgan, who's like a third string tight end, and then obviously the Saints. And yeah, I mean, but yeah, he'll be interesting. He's a weirdo, but for sure, I think he'd be good on the pod. Friend of the pod, Keith.
He's very articulate, man. I think he'd be good.
Yeah. That'll be the best graphics and like audio we'll ever have because he will set it up.
That's true too. Well,
but yeah, definitely need to have Ryan on. We can zoom him in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Ryan Anderson.
Any segments you want to get off your chest? Any segs?
Yeah, I have. So let's talk about the draft because I haven't recorded due to it's finals and everything. But
Of course, this is time of year.
yeah. But how'd you?
Gambling and such.
Yeah. How'd you think about the draft? I mean, I was happy.
I mean, I thought it was kind of like the NFL.
Yeah.
That's the only one that's happened recently, right?
Yeah. Not the World War III.
Well, hopefully we got a while to go. Honestly, kind of a boring draft. Not really any like splashy quarterbacks. I don't know.
I mean, the Falcons got Ritter.
I mean, Falcons did get Ritter. I think he was like one of the most slept on guys. But like, you never see like people talking about being excited about quarterbacks taken in like the 4th round. So it was just weird to not see like
Tom Brady was drafted last.
No, yeah, but like no one cared about him when it happened.
But look at him now.
No, of course. No, Desmond, like Dak Prescott was a 3rd rounder.
Yeah, but he sucks. Doesn't know how to manage the clock.
Russell Wilson, 4th rounder. Look at those guys. I mean,
Something bad
so
about
you can
him.
find.
He's
gems.
raising futures kids. Fuck him.
Hey, he's the dad that stepped up. All right. This is a pro future pod.
Yeah. AWL future. Friend of the pod.
We'll have them on.
Yeah, we'll have him on. That episode will be sponsored by High Tech.
Buffalo Zoos.
Yeah, and Zooties. But yeah, I love the draft. I think
that London guy is pretty cool too.
yeah, he's awesome. And then he did like I saw a video of him in high school. He did like a 720 dunk.
Really?
It was fucking insane.
He's just an athlete.
Yeah, he's
you love
an
it. You love to just
and
go
all-
athlete on the football.
Oh
field.
yeah, and all these fucking graphics about height and shit. Like I feel like I'm a statistician
Starting
now.
a freaking
'Cause
basketball
I'm
team
like,
over there.
I'm liking this. I love height right now.
Does Arthur Smith know like y'all are playing football and not like basketball like right now, or is he trying to just build?
I don't
like,
think-
he wants all small forwards at receiver. Like,
I don't think
6'6"
Arthur Smith knows a goddamn lick of what he's doing, but Blank is a goat.
I love it.
Yeah, another friend of the pod. He's him and my cousin are
quarterback, man.
Oh my god! So comment on the pod what y'all think, but
Let us know who's starting for the Falcons.
it has to be Ritter.
You think Mariota doesn't get the like? Everyone was saying Ritter's comparison coming in was Marcus Mariota. So it's kind of weird for them to draft like the same guy that just signed.
Well, Marcus Mariota also has like all this shit, but I mean,
But he's been there for a while. He's won a playoff game. He's won as many playoff games as Dak Prescott, Marcus Mariota. Think about that. And Tony Romo. I think Romo has 2, but still, it's pretty bad.
yeah.
Well, bad for me, Cowboys fan, but like good. Like Marcus has been there. You can't not let him start day one. I think.
I feel like maybe he's like a week 1 starter, and then Desmond Ritter beats him out of
Like,
practice, or he gets hurt, and Desmond Ritter just shows up, and Marcus Mariota's
Like maybe they'll just call like 8 running plays in a row for Mariota just so we can get her and like,
Yeah.
oh, like we gave you the job, but
Yeah,
now it's this
yeah.
guy. Like let's bring.
But yeah, Ritter. I mean, I've been a fan of him since that one shot of him when they lost in the what bowl game was that?
Well, it was the semifinal, right? But
yeah, but
this year or last year?
No, it was last year.
Oh, against Georgia, yeah.
Yeah, when they lost against Georgia, and they
Beach Bowl or something.
Yeah, that hard ass picture of him like standing watching the fucking like
the
celebration. I've loved him since then.
So those are the guys you definitely like.
Yeah,
to root for.
Yeah, I mean, and everybody on the pod knows I like fucking dogs. Like I just want people to get hurt dirty and like risk their whole body and career every fucking play.
If you're not doing that, you don't love the game.
Well, I mean, dude, when we go to the rec, I'm putting my body out on the line. Like I'm double ankle braced up. Like I'm about to need fucking stitches when I leave, bro.
You're not gonna do 100% how you're doing it. Is what I
Literally, I'm not the weirdo like that's pulling the arm sleeves out or the headband out.
The Garrett Garcias of the world.
Yeah, but I'm definitely like I have no ankles. They're gone. So I definitely like hook up the two like Trae Young ankle braces, like the Steph Curry ones that are kind of like robotic. And yeah, but I mean, yeah, I love players who are gonna go out and get dirty for you.
I think they could be sneaky competitive. They still, I mean, you've got good running backs and receivers. That's kind of all you really need.
Yeah, I mean,
get it to them, so.
Ridley fucking is out here taking bets against the Falcons, bro. Like, what the fuck?
All right, Pete Rose. Like, that was weird. Yeah, but all in all, I actually thought it was a super boring draft. Like, I love. There's a lot of defensive guys that are going to be studs, I'm sure, and a lot of linebackers. Like everyone from freaking Georgia is on somewhere, but. Yeah, just when there's not big name quarterbacks, it's hard to get up for those kinds of drafts. But you never know. Watch it be one of like the best draft classes ever. You know.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like 3 DeMarcus Wares out of this draft or something. Like,
dude, I think
Hutchinson. I like Hutchinson.
I think that Georgia team. I would have loved to see that Georgia team against the LSU team.
Offense. That would be cool.
That would be insane.
Because
I think that game would be
because
crazy.
I don't even want like. Georgia's offense have to go against LSU's defense. Like, it needs to be one of those games where, like, if they get a stop, like, Georgia gets 6 points, and LSU just keep building.
Georgia's offense was elite.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, their defense obviously was better, but, like...
elite enough.
Yeah, it was elite enough to get carried by the defense, yeah.
That defense was awesome. They beat Clemson, like, 9-3 or something. But, no, they what? No, whoever said Atlanta wasn't the city of champions, right? Georgia was the city of champs this year.
Let's go, man. Atlanta. You gotta love it. Yeah. Hawks, they're dead, but, you know.
Dude, Big Austin's probably coming for them.
Dude, I saw, as a tech guy, you'll love this. I saw Davion Warren and Bryson were.
Williams. Yeah, we're both.
Yeah, we're not blocked. I think Bryson Williams would be amazing. I think we trade Clint for some like picks and just have Big O and Bryson at the like. Dude, I would not hate that at all.
I definitely think you're right. I don't know if Bryson's going to be getting NBA minutes anytime soon, but like, I love Bryson. I love that they're.
I would hate him coming off the bench.
No, of course. I think he could turn into a great NBA player, but I think you're right. I think Capella's out of there for sure. I think Capella gets flipped for whatever they can get for him.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, like a team like I don't even know. This is probably a weird comparison, but like the Mavs or something like that just could use just a body like that off the bench to throw in. Like there's a market out there for him. So I really could get a little bit back for him. Start Okongwu because he's in there.
Okongwu's ready. I think he's ready. It's his third season. He's ready.
What does he do right now that's any worse than what Capella does? Like at all. Like he's gonna catch a lot of shots. So.
Yeah, and then I think he is Capella but younger and better.
And more athletic right now. Yeah. And you still have the hope that he could like develop into like an actual offensive player. Yeah, Capella, you know, like.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why Bryson, if he comes, we could have that. He can honestly run a 4 and just get those like shots. Like he's a stretch 4.
He could be a really solid like 4 guy that comes off the bench.
Give him 1, maybe 1.5 years in the G League, and he's a stud. That's in the Peachtree.
That's awesome, man. I think he is a guy that could definitely hunt mismatches, like get a guard on, get him down in the post.
Yeah, and it was so fun to watch him.
Lost art of the mid range, right? That's what
it was so fun to watch him though.
He's
at Tech,
I wish he would have been here for years. before.
Yeah.
He would have been a great Red Dead for life.
Yeah, and then Terrence Shannon, I mean, I know he listens to the pod. He's a pussy. I'm saying it right now, Terrence. You're a pussy. I don't know how you leave, but, well, I get how he left. He fucking argued with Mark Adams on the fucking during mid-game, but, like, he's a pussy. I think he's a bitch. I think he is leaving us high and dry when he's all this Red Raider for life bullshit. Now he's trying to, I mean, he's a loser. He's selling all these jerseys and shit. Like, dude, fuck you.
I don't want to be one of those Tech fans. Thanks to McCuller and Shannon for their time.
No,
Wish they would have stayed. I knew Shannon was gone, and that one really didn't hurt. Everyone knew he was out of here, but McCuller leaving hurt me.
McCuller isn't like fuck you, bitch. It's like it just hurts. It doesn't feel. It's not gonna be right to
I
like
see him in another jersey.
Yeah.
It's really not.
Yeah.
He's a San Antonio kid. We grew up playing against that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So seeing him, like, and honestly, what hurt the most is seeing Kansas on his list of choices.
Yeah, I hate the interleague switching, man.
If you have to see that guy 2 times a year, like, then you move it onto my hate list.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You go out west, go to Gonzaga, whatever. I'm not mad at you. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think he fit in Gonzaga.
Right, he would be a great like point forward for that.
Yeah.
But if he goes to Kansas and
It's big
starts
for you,
and
yeah.
like beats us,
Yeah.
hate list forever.
Yeah.
Unlimited hate list.
Yeah, I think.
I watched him tear his ACL.
Yeah.
It was sad.
Yeah, it was.
And then we lost right after that. But
Yeah. But hey, we were in the fucking finals, bro. That's better than Gonzaga. No.
Oh, wait, oh,
it's
I
not.
know.
It's not. I just remembered. But yeah, I mean, we're so far from college hoops. Like, we can give that a rest, bro. But yeah.
us Tech fans get no shit.
Yeah, Tech fans. Yeah, 2 very big Tech guys. Sadly leaving Lubbock very soon.
Just like Shannon and
Yeah.
McCuller. We built a foundation.
No, but like, I mean, I don't think anyone was like a devout fan to us. Like, maybe the Logie's bartenders were like, the bartenders will probably miss us.
They're
But
probably like, I'm gonna miss these guys' money, but like at the same time, thank fucking God, these guys are gone.
yeah, I mean, dude, on my birthday, it was my birthday last week, and I got kicked out, fucking, for no reason. For no reason. I lost a bet and was screaming about it, and they kicked me out. That's ridiculous. I mean, you lose $25,000 and see how you feel about it.
You should have told them that. Maybe that's what you did. Maybe that's why they kicked you out.
I was literally shut. I was so drunk. I was shutting my face and I was shutting my phone like everybody's like, what? I fucking almost.
I don't even care though. That Mavs game that they won that game 6, that was electric. That was awesome.
Yeah,
you
it
had
was.
that place turned up. Everyone was so happy for you. You won that much money.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They were like, I love the Mavs, but I'm more just happy this guy didn't lose that much money.
Yeah, and then if they had like known how I am when I lose, they would have been like even more turned up. They would have been thank God.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to lose this guy's fucking phone.
This guy's just gonna keep yelling.
Yeah, I was
Among other things. For sure.
for sure. Nasty. But yeah, and then so who did the Cowboys draft? Like any big ones?
We drafted a tackle first round.
That's
a couple
big.
of defensive guys, yeah.
That's good.
We got a receiver in the 3rd round. That's apparently exciting. He was a mid-major guy, so we'll see.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there you go.
He's supposed to replace a couple guys we lost, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think NFL is like the one sport where like you have to just wait and see. It's not
there's just,
like
so many prospects. Like,
yeah, but like I think even with like 1st round quarterbacks, like you still it's not like we got the guy. Yeah, Cincinnati was like lucky as shit. I mean, how often is it that a first like number 1 pick is that good?
Yeah, it's like actually like what
Lives up to the hype.
Like they got Burrow, but like a couple years earlier you could have got Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Or Manziel. Well, he wasn't number 1, but he was like supposed to be that guy.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the
Anyone the
NFL
Browns
draft is
have
just
taken.
weird. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, great time of year.
What's
for
going on with
sports.
that? Has Baker like announced like where he's going
You know,
yet?
see, I saw some stuff about that the other day. He's still just hanging in Cleveland. He's not going to training camp and stuff, obviously, because Deshaun's there. And they already brought in a backup, too, so he's not going to be the backup. So I guess they're trying to trade him, but it's like, I don't think anyone's like, yeah, let me please get Baker Mayfield over here.
Yeah.
Like,
Who is
I'll give you an 8th round pick.
Who
That's
is
not
what's the show? The Cowboys just did it. Hard Knocks. I think it's the Lions, right?
Really?
I think so. Which I think that is going to be
Campbell's
good.
fun.
Campbell is an
It'll
electric.
be cool because you don't know that they suck yet. So you're like, these guys are gonna be good. Like, these guys fight. They play hard.
And I remember when Campbell got hired, his press conference was fucking electric. He was like, "We're gonna get knocked down, but when we get back up, we're gonna bite their fucking kneecaps off." Like, oh my god, inject that to my veins. That was so lit. He's an animal, yeah.
Yeah, but I think. We'll see. I think a guy that fired up would make like a better coordinator.
Oh, for sure, offensive coordinator, or no, like a lineman coach, like a D lineman coach, like
guys jacked.
He'd be the guy
I
like
don't know
just
if that's my
throwing.
X's and O's guy. Yeah,
For sure.
I'm gonna grab my phone so I can read that thing.
You doing all right, man?
What's up with your hair?
Dude, he doesn't shower. He uses dry shampoo. I told him it's icky. Oh, it's like a fucking heat stroke when you walk in here.
Let's get this shit over with.
You think I'm just like nuts? This jersey, I might as well play in it.
Dude, this thing's so delayed, bro. Like
I'm already sitting down.
I'm very scared actually that this is gonna turn out shit. We tried to release audio, but it's fine. All right, let's get into it. You ready? 3, 2, 1. So, new segment on the show. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
No.
No,
I don't even know what podcast that's from, but don't fucking say it, dude.
I mean, neither. I just made it up, I think.
Oh, you just did? Okay, should we move into this fucking thing? All right, breaking news. New segment. A little Wednesday reading. It's Tuesday, but you're not gonna see this pod until Tuesday. Lots of edits, lots of mistakes. It's fine.
No one's perfect.
I am. You bring the show down. So the one I found today was fucking insane. So I know you haven't read it yet, but I'll just read it to you and get your blind reaction. So am I the asshole for refusing to share my treehouse with my new stepbrothers?
Off to a good start.
So, she's obviously like it's always like a young person that probably shouldn't be on Reddit, right? Wrong. I, 20-year-old female, am currently going to college in another state that's 1.5 hours drive from where I grew up. So I live on campus, but also drive home sometimes. Before my parents were married, my dad bought the 4-bedroom house that we now live in. My mom had me. My dad died of. It's just such a fast switch.
Yeah, that's really sad. Wherever that's going.
Yeah. My mom had me. Then my dad died of cancer when I was 14. And mom and I continued to live in the house alone until she remarried when I was in high school to my stepfather, who then moved into the house with his 2 kids, 12 and 14 males. Because there was 4 bedrooms in the house, no one had to share, and there wasn't a problem. On my 18th birthday, my mother told me that in his will, my dad left half of his house and money to me, 50-50 split between me and my mom. So I actually am half owner of this house.
That's dope.
Yeah,
Smart
it's not bad. Yeah, for sure. That's the if you get remarried, like, she's gonna have a say. Like, you know what I mean? But before my dad got sick, he helped me build a treehouse in the forest area that bordered the property, which is actually a bit of a distance from the house. And it has always been very special to me. When my stepfather and his kids moved in, I was always very clear that I didn't want anyone else in my treehouse. Because my dad built it for me, my mother respected this and told her new husband and his kids that it was my right. A few weeks ago, I came home from college on Easter and saw my stepbrothers playing in my treehouse. And I freaked out about it and told them to get out. But my stepfather said that I was being unreasonable. Since he was married to my mom, he's half owner of the property, and his children should be allowed to use it as they want. He started yelling how now that I'm in college, I don't even live at home and no longer need the treehouse. So why should his kids be denied having a fun place to play? I got really angry, and when my mom came back from her outing, she took my side and said they couldn't use it. I told her since I could no longer trust that my treehouse rule will be respected, as half owner of the house, I no longer gave permission for them to live there. My stepdad and stepbrothers called me an asshole for doing this. My mom understood, but she didn't want to ruin her marriage. Bro. Like, yeah, you're the asshole. Like, grow the fuck up.
For like the first 150 words of that,
You felt bad for
I
the
was
kid.
so on board. I was like, fuck that. That's her treehouse. Like,
I don't know. When it
dad
starts
was
with 20-year-old female getting pissed off at a treehouse, I mean, I guess it's memorable for her and
yeah,
all
the
that
dad
shit.
thing, for sure, I get it.
Yeah.
There was a switch there where I was like, never mind.
I think it is as long as they're not hurting it, why the fuck do you care? But to be you know what, you're not gonna, you don't even fucking get to live in my fucking house anymore is insane.
The second you said, so I'm technically part owner of the house, or
Yeah, you knew it was going down.
I knew it was coming down.
Yeah.
It was gonna be another as part owner of the house.
Nobody just states nobody
so
just
bad.
puts in I'm part owner unless you're gonna
It's not
use
bad.
the I'm part
We're
owner.
circling back to that 1,000.
Oh my god, that was insane. And just the fact that she's 20 years old still and I get okay, your dad built it for you, you don't want to knock it down.
Yeah, I would think more rules to these guys, you better take care of it, but
Because it's like a treasure in the house. You pass it down, yeah. But I think to just be flat out, y'all can't fucking live here anymore is insane.
Yeah, that's why she's on Reddit typing out her
Yeah.
feelings.
Dude,
No one wants to hear it.
And listen, she threw edits in there. She said, please stop talking about selling the house. My mom isn't going to force me to sell our house, and she's not going to sell her half to me for money. Her will leave me half of her house. Oh, her will leave me half of her house, half of our house already. That's not relevant. My mom has always thought of this house as my house because it was my dad's before he died. And I was his only child to her. So, there you go.